Hi everybody, this is Matt. Thanks for watching and welcome back. Well, I've had a set of sights sitting around for my Glock for quite some time in the shop and just recently got them installed. So had one of those days where I wanted to be able to do something and do something productive, so I did. And what they are, hopefully you can see this, these are Trijicon HD XR night sights. Now I like night sights and I like sights on a Glock that are made out of steel. Now if you look at the picture here, you'll also see that there is quite a bit of space that exists between the front post and the rear, meaning that it's not all filled up at the same time. So you can have equal height and equal light on each side, which generally helps accuracy. It helps accuracy actually quite a lot. Here's what it looks like when it's actually installed on the Glock. One of the first things that you're going to notice is you're going to notice this front sight. This front sight is very, very visible. Makes it super easy to pick it up, and then when we get it aligned, let's just get right over here. You see what I mean? I'm going to move from one side to the other, and it gives you plenty of room to make minute adjustments. But the thing that's really cool about this is also the fact that you have a U shape in the back of the rear sight, which I really like. That just kind of naturally draws your eye into the sight. The other thing, you have a shelf here, and it's a very sharp shelf that allows you, if you need to, where you could rack this thing off of your belt, your shoe, whatever, because it's really solid. So what do I like about this? Well, quite a bit actually. I like having a very visible front sight, which means that I can go ahead, take this, come up on target, and right there I've already got it. So just as this is coming up like this, I've already got this sight in my vision. So I can catch that coming up, and then I can still be looking downrange, so to speak, and then I can come up and present, and I've got it right there. So I like that, and I like it a lot. These have good visibility that exists in the nighttime when the lights are off. Makes a good accessory for my Glock anyway. Caveats. One thing that I ran into that you might run into, a little bit challenging to get these things on. So when I went to do the install, I used my MGW tool, which quite often you'll see it back there in my vise. First thing, front sight. With the front sight, I had to do a little bit of a trick because due to the Trijicon vial that sits in there, the screw is just a tad bit shorter, and it's shorter enough that it can be a little bit of a stinker to try to get in there. So what I did was I simply took a piece of electrical tape, held this in place, just wrapped it around the top of this, held this, flipped it over, and then started by hand with my finger getting that screw to take, and then used a sight tool to get it tightened up and in there. Now, when it come to the rear sights, I had to do quite a bit of stoning and fitment to get it to fit just right, because it didn't want to go in, not all that easy, and so it just took time and it took patience to work on it and to get it to where it is. But now that I've got them on there, I'm glad that I do. I would highly recommend these because they're very easy to pick up that sight, and it really makes it nice to be able to shoot this with this sight combination on there. So I'd highly recommend them. Again, here's what they are. Trijicon HD XR. Now the XR means that this front sight post is a little bit thinner than their standard HDs, but works for me. Hopefully it'll work for you. But that is a quick review on something that I purchased, and I use. So until next time, everybody, thanks for watching. I really sincerely appreciate it. And until next time, everybody, have a good one. And of course, be safe out there.